South Africa versus Poland. Women's Group D encounter. And this is just seconds away from the start of this one.
And now, please welcome first the women's team of Poland!
Okay, to make a mark, to leave an impression, to leave some fine imprints on the mat of Kho Kho in the first edition of the World Cup ever. Here comes this Poland team with a lot of intent and fire. Settling down on the mat are the girls from Poland.
And now, let's please welcome the opponents, the women's team of South Africa!
Now they come, the Proteas, the Rainbow Nation. They're the top team are the South Africans, and they're hoping they can go one step further from the group status to the quarterfinals. It's a team that has plenty of talent. The men and the women have made an announcement for sure.
And now, let's please welcome our dignitaries as well. Mr. Rohit Hamdania, General Secretary, International Kho Kho Federation, and joining him is Mr. Ajit Kumar, IAS, GST, Commissioner.
All right, we're down to that moment where your focus is sharpened, mind and the body start to work in togetherness, because that is what the national anthem does when it plays.
And everybody, please rise for the national anthem of Poland. And now for the national anthem of South Africa.
we're ready to go. South Africa versus Poland in the women's division. We've had some fantastic action over the last 2.5 days, if I can say. You know that the Proteas come as favourites into this game. They're a top team in the men's and the women's division. And, well, for starters, the Europeans are making quite a presence here at the inaugural Kho Kho World Cup. Navneet Krishna here. I'm in the company of the big man with the big boys, Padamjeet Sehrawat. We've seen him around in a few sports, the first time ever, at the Kho Kho mat.
It's nice to know when the owner of the baritone announces you that way. Poland have won the toss.
Thank you. Thank you.
And they have chosen to defend, which would mean in turn number 4, they'll be attacking. As simple as that. And that becomes very crucial.
And we saw what happened to England in the previous game against Malaysia. They were attacking in the last turn, and that worked to their advantage. Take a look at the playing 12 for the Polish. They're a good team. One thing it is to pronounce some of these Polish names. Never easy, but I'll tell you what, they're a lot better on the Kho Kho mat.
That's the reason I saw you didn't even take one name there, Nams. No, I know you know them by heart. And the other thing that we are getting into our hearts is this sport is being embraced, and how. The reach, the flair that he has. You need to watch it to understand it and to embrace it. Talk about this team, talk about South Africa. The key players for them is going to be Mosia, Mayende, Funani, Mogari. We're into a short little breather. When we come back, we'll have live action for you. South Africa are attacking more out of compulsion than choice. Poland won the toss. They chose to defend.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Here we go. It's South Africa that will be attacking first. And immediately pressure on the Polish. How about that for a skydive? Excellent.
Quick call, short call. Now on the post, good turn as well. Picks up pace. Then Wazir comes into play. Welcome to a sport where touch can be divine for one team, touch can be a fine for the other team, Navneet.
Divine indeed. It'll be the Proteas that'll be hoping for some divine intervention. Look at that. Yeah, she's putting in some skydives. The Proteas have started off well. Early pressure on the Polish.
Early pressure. And now, well done. The disguise there. She has to pick up speed. Now the Kho has to come. Now the Kho comes. Right direction. Right dive. Right skill set. No, the point has not been granted. Oh, for a moment. But it made for great television viewing.
Yeah, that's because she landed across the central lane, and that's not allowed. You can get a touch across the central lane, but no part of your body can go past it. And that's why that point, that tag wasn't given. No pressure on the Polish. Michelle is the only defender, and she falls prey to the Wazir.
Yeah, Wazir can move in both directions, and they've done remarkably well here. All they required is 1 minute and 15 seconds to make sure that batch is done, dusted, buried, over, and that fetches them 6 points.
And a lot of you tuning in to the game for the very first time. That's a proper skydive. That is another skydive. It'll give you 2 points as an attacking team. And the Wazir wears a different colored jersey. She got that final tag. So each of the defenders, the defending team will send in defenders in batches of 3. So the first batch have been cleaned out in 1 minute and 15 seconds. In 5 minutes and 45, the South African team have plenty of opportunities to clean up a few more batches.
And there they come. Mazurk, Kitboska, Kazienka. For how long will they survive? The first batch survived for 75 seconds. Go straight now, changes direction. Well done. Making the great use of that straight line. Well done. Another. Oh, what we are witnessing. 2 skydives already. 4 points in their kitty already. Will this be far quicker than the previous one now?
Yeah, it's just taken them 30 seconds, Paddy. 30 seconds Oh, there's one defender still remaining. How much longer? Not too long. It is Mazarek, Anna Mazarek, who will be the third defender to be tagged. And just like that, South Africa in under 120 seconds are on a rampage. 12 points on the board.
No doubt about that. What we saw there was sudden speed checks, the thrilling running dives, the amazing turn. We saw the post catch as well. Talk about the post dive. Well done. The dive near the post yet again working for them. The skill set. Oh, and then the smiles also on the faces. They've got 12 points already. One touch gets you 2 points. Poland can only earn a point in defense if they survive. If a bat survives for a minimum of 3 minutes. That is what the rule suggests. You get survive for 30 more seconds after the 3-minute mark, and you win 2 more points. It's all about short Kho at the moment. The direction has to be right. Speed will count for nothing if your direction is wrong. Understanding. She waits. She waits. She understands. She dives. Does she rise with a point? She rises with 2.
Take 2 more. And Paddy, while you complete that sentence, they've already got another tag in. Oh, they're quick on this. And the South Africans, we knew that they were going to be a good team. Look at that. Absolutely easy. Very easy. At the moment, the Polish having a very steep learning curve. They learn quickly. They have to. 18 points in just 2.5 minutes or so.
And zigzag running just didn't work for them. Now, there has to be a method to that. The madness is going to be palpable on the floor, on the mat of Kho Kho, but you need to have some method to it as well. The method was just not there. You see the Indians in action. You saw the Brazilians in action yesterday. I mean, they knew a whole lot about it.
Oh, yeah, I don't think she's going to get that first tag. Which is why Alexandra is saying, listen, yeah, I can stay on, and she does. Ah, she's just too slow. Too slow, Olivia. Oh my goodness. The South Africans are on 5th gear, while the Polish are still getting used to the fact that they're on the road.
Yeah, this is the game about pace. The first skill and the most paramount skill is pace, speed. Grace will win you. Oh, yes. Wins the point, does she? Now comes back, partner. Short little Kho yet again. He was not anticipating that at all. Now the disguise, now the turn, now the finish. Match number 3 has been taken care of. Look at the time that's still left in their turn. It's 3:47 still with them. 24 points already.
That was Mosia with the third tag. Very nicely done. Unbelievable start this for the South Africans. Have a look at that. Around the pole. Now what you can do, that little pathway that you see next to the pole is the free zone, and that's the only place as an attacker that you can change direction if you're not the Wazir. Here we go, the Wazir having a go straight like a 50-meter dash.
Would you love to be a Wazir if you play on the mat? Yes. Well, good dive, good point. Proves a point to get 2 points.
Roxana was the one who got tagged there. Another one for the Wazir. She's on fire. Sina Sipe Olumpo. Oh. Well, if you're wondering why is it that she couldn't get that tag, because as an attacker you cannot change direction. Continue, says the ref. And it's Michelle still.
Well done, doing better this time around. You need to learn from your mistakes. Mistakes are the portals of discovery. There she goes. Oh, well done. Because the Kho was correct, the finish is perfect. He tags her gently down to last player standing in this match as well.
It's only Roxana that's remaining on the mat there for the Polish, and she's done as well. What a skydive that is from Gif Moncho. And Pani Gif Moncho did get the Best Attacker award in the previous game for South Africa women. Roxana, well, she ran out of steam there. Good team this South Africa. 30 points, which means 5 batches in 4.5 minutes.
And that clearly means 30 points for you. 6 points is what you get when you tag the entire batch. The batch consists of 3 players. Something called a Dream Run, which the Poland players are not showing any glimpses of. getting anywhere near that mark. One thing which was very good about them is South Africa. Whenever they've won in the tournament, they've won big. Talk about the men's team. Huge wins, 2 huge wins for them.
I think there's a change in the Wazir for South Africa. Funani comes in place of Jolumpo. Funani. Oh no, I think there was change of direction, so she will continue to be on the mat. Dagmara Malhotra. Now careful. Now there you go. She chose her direction, did Mogari, and went to the left because she took her time. That is just very smart from the attacking team. Is that a tag? No, it wasn't.
And that's the reason you should know where you are heading. You can pause for a bit. The pause is allowed. She waits, goes straight. That's very good. Now on the turn gets it. That's smart. Because either you go straight, moment you either go left or right, you cannot change your direction unless if you are a Wazir. As simple as that.
Anna Mazurek is the only one surviving for Poland. This is the 6th batch, mind you. And here's Funani, the Wazir versus Anna Mazurek. Now to give Moncho. Lots of short goes here, but brilliant usage of the post. Has that been given out? No, it hasn't. Anna still survives. This has probably been their best performance, the longest that a batch has survived. Oh, what a tag! That is just smartness. Or was that in vain?
No, not given yet. She's surviving, but you know what? This is great for endurance. This is great skill set, and this is great ability. Now they're asking for it. Still the point not granted. She still survives. For how long is the answer? Now. Oh, she gives the wrong call. Now the Wazir comes with the chase. Well done. Smart bit. You changed the sides, and that has worked for you.
Yeah, this is excellent from Anna Mazurek. She's really running out of steam. Spare a thought for the Polish. Anna has now taken this match almost into 2 minutes. But eventually, it is Sinatembe Mosia that gets the tag.
And you know what? Good defenders don't run as much. Good defenders will make the attackers run. And that is the quality of a good defender. You talk about the Indian captain, and you will get to see both. I'm talking about both men and women. And you'll get to see they defend not because they run very well or run a lot, because the disguise is there. The dodge is there.
It's your ability to play the field and maneuver around the attackers as a defending team, Paddy. Yeah, the taking direction of the attacker is extremely important for a defender, is which way you're maneuvering around them. You can toy with the attackers as a defender if you can play the field well. And lots of speed here. Excellent speed from Tabeke. They're targeting Maja.
And Indian captain Priyanka, that's a great dive, but in vain. Indian captain Priyanka, I mean, she doesn't even look back as if she's got a third eye behind her. And she just jogs on the mat, and she survives the most on the mat. That's a great skill to possess. The mat awareness, the opponent awareness.
And just like that, Paddy, it's the end of turn 1. Solid start this from South Africa. As many as 6 batches that they cleaned up. And every batch that you tag, you get 6 points, which means 6 batches that South Africa tagged in their allotted 7 minutes. And now it'll be the turn of the Polish to attack when they come out in turn 2. But Anna Mazurek, for me, that 1 minute 55-second batch was for me the best performance. And she did lose a lot of steam towards the end, but excellent. Look at the intensity in the eyes of the Proteas. Wonderful start this. It really is a World Cup in every sense of the word, to see European nations, African nations, all being represented here in India, playing India's very own sport. That's what it's all about. The Kho Kho World Cup, the inaugural edition. If anything, it augurs well, and we're likely to see this game go wider and wider. In the men's division late last night, absolute mayhem on the mat, skydives and bodies flying everywhere. I expect pretty much the same today as well. At the moment, turn 2, Paddy, 36 for South Africa.
Now, they were very good when they were attacking. How good are they when they are defending, the South Africans? Or the other way around, how good are the Poland girls when it comes down to attacking? talk about the speed, you talk about a little Kho, sometimes it needs a fake as well, the disguise as well. For the timing, the three have done remarkably well. You need to spread out a whole lot more. Now their positioning is a little scary for me. All the three of them standing exactly in the same line.
Yeah, you can see even now they have two right next to each other, but at the moment the Wazir and Poland targeting just Kombele. Look at that. I wonder if this is the best positioning from a South African point of view, but the Polish have to pick up pace. Just a little slow off the blocks at the moment, and so it is pretty simple. No real threat for the Proteas as we speak.
And good teams actually. You watch India play, Nepal play, Brazil play yesterday. I mean, they are widely spread, all three of them. You see there, all three of them in the same line. Now good teams will hunt you fairly quickly. And that's a mistake, and they'll learn with time. For the moment, it's working for them. It's working for them. They're doing remarkably well.
Yeah, look at that. None of them really being threatened at all. We're about 1 minute and 20 seconds in, so there's still a long way to go for that dream run. But there's absolutely no threat whatsoever. And I don't see that tag coming anytime soon. Yeah, look at that. The Wazir was tagging the defender facing her. That's not going to work.
The problem is, it's okay sometimes when you don't earn a point while you're defending, but while attacking, if you've been there on the mat for that long and you've not got a point, I mean, that does not augur well for you. Speed has to pick up, the intent has to be greater, the skill set, of course, needs to improve. You can understand. I mean, they've recently taken up to Kho Kho.
Yeah, for me, it's the effort that they're putting in. They've learned this game very, very quickly, and the fact that they're putting on a show here, it is testament to their commitment to the sport, Paddy. And one thing's for sure, we know that the Polish like their sports as well, much like the other European countries as well. They'll only get better and better.
What we thought would be the first points doesn't turn out to be. Defending team will get 1 point. As Dream Team, if any bat survives for 3 minutes or more. And that's it. They've not been able to collect a point so far. The struggle is on, the chase is on, the heat is on. The South Africans are having fun at the moment. They've not had to change their strategy. The three of them have been standing in one line, and that is it.
Have a look at Funani at one post and Langlile at the other post. Just waiting while all the action is on Londeka. Have a look at the two other defenders at opposite poles.
And that is it. They've got the point for the dream run. And now they can increase those points. Every 30 seconds, they'll get 1 extra point for that. The hunt for the first point is still on for the Polish girls.
Yeah, in fact, let alone a batch, they haven't got a single tag yet. They're just slow off the blocks, and it's also who you're tagging and when you're tagging, depending on the position of the defenders. Yeah, have a look at that. She was looking to tag the Wazir when the Wazir was facing her. Now that doesn't work because you got to tap the back of the defender. So if the attacker's facing you, you can't tag that attacker.
Yeah, and that is what the rule suggests. It's as simple as that. They're still struggling to get the first point. The Wazir now comes into action, but the Wazir gives the pass. Wazir should be running the most at this time.
Well, they're picking up points aplenty. We're already 4 minutes into this match. All three defenders are still very much on the bat. Have a look at Funani. Funani and Langlile once again at opposite posts. And they haven't moved an inch. They're still targeting Londeka. Funani is probably taking a little nap there.
Now this sport takes a lot out of a Kho Kho player. I mean, you run a lot, you bend, you sit down, you give a call, you start to run again, you need to dive as well, you need to change directions, and we can understand this. They've recently taken up to Kho Kho, and they'll get better as they play more competitive tournaments around the globe.
Yeah, you can see the coach is trying to say whatever he can from the sidelines, but, well, it's one thing to shout out a few words from the sidelines, it's a whole different thing to do it in the center. No, I don't think the tag is going to call.
No, she had to come from the other way around.
My goodness, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points that they've already accumulated in this match. There's only 2 minutes left in the turn. Are we for the first time in the World Cup going to see an entire turn without a single tag? That'll be, oh, finally. No, hasn't been given.
And talk about the fact that you get the first point in the dream run when you touch the 3-point mark, and then every 30 seconds after that you get extra 1 point. So they're looking fairly good. Talk about the 3 surviving. I mean, they've not been able to capture even the one of them. So there, the struggle continues for them. We can understand, it takes a lot out of you as a player. You run, you sit, you call, you run again. And short Kho will do great wonders for them. But they're not resorting to that tactic.
My goodness, that's point number 7. Unbelievable. Just spare a thought for the Polish. It's not easy. It's a new sport. They're up against a really good team. You can also see the defenders really tiring now, despite the fact that they haven't had much to run. But the Wazir of Poland, well, she's absolutely winded. Dagmara Malgorzata.
Yeah, talk about the fact, look at the time that's left. Not even one player has been tracked. And there it is. Now, I'm sure they're going to use the bench in a very short while from here on. And they should do that, because when the load becomes bigger, the better you share it. It'll make it lighter for you and for the team as well.
Paddy, look at the sidelines, Paddy. The men's team of South Africa watching by the sidelines. They're all standing up in unison and saluting what the women are doing. This is an unbelievable achievement. We're 2 minutes away from a massive feat. Unbelievable. South Africa, we doff our hat off to you. Unbelievable. Langlile, Londeka and Funani survived an entire turn of 7 minutes without being tagged a single time.
And please tick all the boxes for the South African girls when it comes to the running, the fitness levels, the endurance, the athleticism. I mean, this is a country which they run marathons. They run marathons. Now they start to run in the morning, they end up in the evening. So when it comes down to stamina, they'll beat you hands down, no doubt about that.
Paddy, look at that. That's not a sight. Well, you want to see an emotional Wazir. Dagmara Malgorzata of Poland, the Wazir. She was really tired. And she spent a lot of energy running around. And there they are. The Indian women's Kho Kho team. Wonderful to see them come a lot earlier so that they can get a glimpse of what the other teams are doing, Paddy. And I'll tell you what, a lot of the other countries will walk over to the Indian girls and see if they can get a few nuggets of wisdom. And the Indians will be more than happy to share their knowledge.
Yeah, but you need to see it there, see them live in action to understand what they do. Talk about this one. It is total annihilation so far. All the way it has been South Africa.
When they take on the girls from Iran have a top team. We saw what the men's team did to Argentina yesterday. And expect lots coming from the women as well. So India versus Iran will be a top game. And at the moment here, South Africa continue to dominate the Polish girls. We're into turn 3, and it's the turn of South Africa to attack once again.
They've been very good when they attack, also when they defend. Look at the fact that stamina, they have it, endurance, they have it, speed, they have it, the knowledge about the sport, they have it, the flair, they have it, the tag, they have it. They've got a lead of 49 at the moment. 49 nailers, what the scoreline is.
Nani is the Wazir! Now, what's that given? What's that skydive given? Gift Moncho is in pursuit. Not out given. Look at that pace. And the tag, she's claiming the tag. Masilela is claiming it, not given.
She gets time, catch up with a lot of breath there. Dives, point, no, not yet. And now she falls, short Kho, yet again. Now they turn. Now you can't change directions, but no, she didn't change directions, that's fine. She gets 2 points for that one, and that's a clean-up act.
But Paddy, for me, the only silver lining is the fact that this bat survived 1 minute and 20 seconds almost. That's an improvement, a marked improvement from what the Polish did in their first turn while they were defending. Let's just take another look at the tags. This one was as easy as it comes for Mosia. And then Gift Moncho didn't even need to use the pole. That was the tag number 2. And eventually, the third one came at 1 minute and 20 seconds. That was Dagmara Malgod Zata. Change directions. That's how it goes. Mayande, Soli Mayande very quickly realized that.
Yeah, this is a game of great understanding. You talk about the fact you need pace, you need high-flying dive, you need the skill set, of course, but also you need to have a mind which is thinking all the time. You need to think like a chess player. You need to know the formations on the mat. Our dive, brilliant to watch, very fruitful and very productive as well.
Pretty surprised that Roxana didn't go around. She saw Funani approaching her at the pole and she stood there stationary. Now Gift Moncho, Paddy, you saw that skydive earlier to get the first tag, and then Roxana. There you go, once again, sloppy from Michelle Chura. She was there stationary. Now to Funani, to Gift Moncho. Moncho uses the excellent. That is. Oh, why was that not given? I don't think she went past the central lane. That's good usage of the pole.
Good usage of the pole. We've seen the pole dives, we've seen the pole touch as well. And now the Wazir. Oh. Well, the second match, there's a great bit of improvement as compared to the performance from the first match.
And you see how quickly they're learning, Paddy. We're not even into the next game. It's in the same game where they're showing so much improvement. Kudos to the Polish team. Masilele now. Oh, the skydive in Wayne. We'll see plenty of that. Look at her. Michelle is really running out of steam. She's panting, and how?
Now, if they get a dream round, I mean, it'll be quite an irony, because there'll be a team which will get a point from the defense and they've got nothing from the time when they were attacking. There, yes. I mean, it's all about what you had in the tank. There was no fuel left in the tank. She had to surrender.
She was on reserve for 30 seconds, Paddy. She was on reserve. Spare a thought for Michelle. Well done, though, Michelle. There she is. Look at that. I love this. That's the spirit. Yeah, she realized that her name's on the backside. Very quickly does the turn. Well done, Michelle. 2 minutes on the clock for that match. Well done, Poland. Extremely good to see this. I'm hoping they get a point, Paddy. I really want to see them get a few points. Mr. Sudhanshu Mittal, President of the Kho Kho Federation of India. He'll be proud, Paddy.
Yeah, because talk about the fact it is the first World Cup. He is also the President of the International Federation. The dive, the point. Add 2 more to that. South Africa, I mean, one thing which I like about them is there is no let-up on intensity. They want to win, and they want to win big. Talk about the performance coming from the men's team. Navneet, 55-point win against Ghana, and then more than 100-point win in the next game that they played yesterday.
Mind you, they conceded 36 points when they were defending first, Poland, which means 6 batches were all out, Paddy. This is just batch number 3 right now, and 4 minutes have already gone by. Despite the fact that they haven't picked up a point. Yeah, Gift Moncho, you cannot do that, Gift. The best attacker of the previous game, Gift Moncho. You know what? Yeah, we're focusing on the Polish girls right now, but I'll tell you what, there's a little bit of drop in intensity from the Proteas as well. They're tired as well. It takes a lot out of you. It may be just 28 minutes of action in a game, but goodness, it is physically very demanding.
Oh, it is. I mean, not the fact that you just need to run. You need to run hard, you need to go fast, you need to stay, you need to give the core, then you need to rise, run again, you need to fly. Add to that, the mind is working overtime. And then, short little co-op yet again. This is good. This is solid coming in from Ursula Arena. Finally. Still she survives. Well done. Great intent, great spirit.
Massive drop in pace and intensity from South Africa. And that's worked to the Polish girls' advantage. Ursula is looking pretty comfortable out. There you go. Smart tag. Oh, wait a minute. Wasn't given. Now. Oh, slipping. Yeah, she's waiting, choosing her direction, gets tagged. And this one went past 2 minutes as well. It's still not out.
Oh, this is great stuff. You might say that Sonia, yet so far has been the case. Now comes the dive, but the touch still does not come. You need to go, you need to turn. Well done. She had to cross the line and come, because once you take one direction, that is what you need to do. Number 3, Ursula Arena is doing remarkably well here.
Come on, surely. Oh, just desperately hoping for a dream run against the run of play. Yeah, just tough to see the emotions on the faces of the Polish girls, but they've improved so much from just the first turn to turn 3, and for that you have to hand it to them. I think there's an injury there. Let's just hope that it isn't too bad. And both teams do look pretty tired at the moment.
Talk about South Africa, the hustle, the hurry and the headway belongs to them. Talk about the Poland girls, nice to see them smiling despite the fact they've not opened their account. You can understand that. I mean, they've taken up to the sport recently and they're enjoying their success. They may not have opened their account, but the fact that they're playing in a World Cup, they consider this as their success, which is fine. They learn over time. The mindset is right. You just need to have the hunger to get better.
Just about a minute left here. Only 3 matches have been completed versus the 6 that they got in the previous turn when they were attacking South Africa. Look at that, she's choosing which direction she goes. Very nicely done from Londeka.
And that is the advantage. When you go straight and you don't take a direction, you always have a choice whether to go right or whether to go left. You need to make the best choices when you get off the square. Does remarkably well, go straight and then she can change the direction. But now the referee says something else. Short little Kho, fake Kho. And now it's going to be, yes, easy. Well done, the speed did her in.
This was probably the quickest clean-up by South Africa in this third turn. It was the Wazir with 69-0. Has been a tough one for Poland. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, the girls and boys that we all want to watch are going to be on the mat in a little while from now. Priyanka Engle and the girls take on Iran at 6:45, hoping that we see plenty of dance moves on the Kho Kho mat and off it as well. And then Pratik Waikar and the boys at 8 p.m. against Peru. Men and women both in action today once again. Both teams undefeated up until now.
Yeah, and great bit of Kho Kho action lined up for you in the evening. At this moment, there's just one team that has scored all the points. Their opponents have failed to open their account. And you can understand the fact that they've taken to this sport recently. It will take time. But I quite like the spirit. I mean, the one thing that I like about them is they never throw in the towel. Yes, they've not won a point so far. But they will in the time to come.
That will be the end of turn number 3. It wasn't the best passage of play for South Africa, but the important point is they didn't concede anything to Poland. 69-0. It has been one-way traffic. They come in unison. Look at that, and they enjoy themselves dancing to the music. Wonderful to see. It's what the Proteas do. They bring their own flair no matter where they are, no matter what they're playing.
Yeah, and whenever you talk about the stamina and the endurance, I mean, you know, it's sporting culture that they are in with. They go, you talk about the long distance running, the marathons. They do the push-up one. India versus Iran, 6:45. Indian team is in great form. Quick little breather on the other side. Final turn. 9 points for South Africa, nothing for Poland. And this is going to be hard work for them. And what South Africa will be looking forward to is a clean slate. Can they do it? It's going to be challenging. It's not going to be easy. Now, the one thing I want to see, Navs, is how much agility plus the stamina will be on display from the team that is attacking.
Absolutely. And Paddy, you know what? There'll be a massive roar here at the Indira Gandhi Indoor Stadium when Poland get that first tag. They couldn't get that tag when they attacked in their first turn, or rather the second turn of the game. Really hoping that they pull out something special here. I want to see them get off the mark.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy against Lenglile, Londeka, Makanazi and Funani. Funani has really been a very good player. Talk about attack, talk about defense. Now what Poland are resorting to is short little Kho. Everyone's giving a short little Kho to the other, irrespective of where the South Africans are.
These short Khos are not going to work because then, for starters, the defenders are so far away, so the short Khos are of no use.
Now Navs, if they are doing this to get less tired, let me tell you, they're going to get more tired because it saps you a lot out of your body to sit and then rise again.
Absolutely. Start and stop is that much harder versus having continuous momentum. And that's why the short Khos, look at how far the other defenders are. So the short Khos are essentially not effective at all. Yeah, but it's also when the attackers are so tired, all they can do is just quickly tag whoever they have close to them, and that's also one of the things that they're doing, the Polish girls. But right now, no trouble whatsoever for the three defenders from South Africa.
And when things are not happening, you actually look forward to the Wazir doing the job for you. What does the Wazir do here? The maximum she's run is 25 meters on the man. Now this is the longest. Now the Kho comes.
Yes, Pereton, it's been so tough for the Polish girls. Come on now. They're close. They're getting closer. Sometimes the tags, the touches on their mates have come when it shouldn't have. Yeah, at the moment, I don't see a strategy. So just them running around, but it's tiring, Paddy. It really is tiring.
And you know what? This sport really takes a lot out of the player. You rise, you sit, you give the Kho, you rise again, you run. And while you're doing that, we're not just talking about the physical exertion only. I mean, the fact that you've not been able to open your account will be playing at the back of their mind. And that too is a sort of a burden for them. We can understand the situation that they're in. They're up against superior strength, no doubt about that. Physically, with the agility, with the ability, a good spirit shown, good spirit shown.
Was that the closest that they got to a tag? Now, the Wazir once again, and dream run, there you go. Mind you, one bat survived the entire 7 minutes when South Africa were defending earlier in this game. And who knows, they could do the double in a single game. And I wonder if that's ever happened.
Yeah, and you get the first point when a bat has survived 3 minutes. If it goes down to surviving for 30 more seconds, you get 1 more point. And as you keep getting 30 seconds more, you'll get a single point more added. Defending team gets 1 point after every 3 minutes.
The one on your screen is the psychologist of the Polish Kho Kho team. Listen, it's tough, isn't it? And as much as it is physical, it's mental as well. How do you get the best out of you when the odds are stacked against you on a big stage like a World Cup? These girls will learn very quickly, but the psychologist, the strength and conditioning coach, and the skills coach will certainly have it tough. But have they got a tag? Oh, no, they haven't. Uh-oh. Everyone's going to stand and applaud when that first tag does come, and everyone's hoping it does.
Yeah, I mean, this stadium is going to go berserk. Come on, Vasim. The dive comes only to give the Kho. Come on. Good run, good chase. You can't change directions. Will it be given? No. But you know what? Now this is a chance for you. Till the time you will not force the South Africans to run, how will they tire? So they should have 1 30-second burst where they just go all out, and it may work for you.
Yeah, the question is how much do they have in the tank to get that 30-second burst? Oh, Kevin has been given, and it's Roxana that gets the first tag to give Poland the first 2 points.
And you can understand when things are coming in abundance, but you understand the value of it when it comes in scarcity. The value of a drop. Oh, they will remember this touch, the touch of divine. the touch of tragedy that has come and witnessed and touched them so many times earlier. This will be sheer moment of delight. When you get that touch, when you get the 2 points, whatever said, I mean, of course they're up against superior opponents, no doubt about that, who are very, very active, very agile. They know more about this sport than Poland does, but Poland will get... Look at that reaction onto the left of your screen. Massive delight, massive delight. Oh, what a sigh of relief.
My goodness. You know, it's these emotions, it's these little moments that when they do go back, they're going to look at and they'll reminisce. It's wonderful. And just the festive atmosphere that we've been seeing over the last couple of days. You see a lot of people come all the way from Europe, Africa, America, South America, North America, enjoying themselves here. Another one-pointer as we go 30 seconds further into this match. 6+ minutes, less than a minute left in the game.
Yeah, and mind you, if you survive for 3 minutes, the batch, then you get 3 minutes. 30 seconds extra that you survive for, 1 additional point is added to your score sheet. It's as simple as that. Suddenly they picked up pace. You know what, they're moving better in this one as they were moving in the first turn when they were attacking.
Another point, another dream run, unbelievable from South Africa. Feels like this game has gone on for a while. It has been. It's been tough, it's been really, really long. These 28 minutes for Poland will feel like a couple of hours for sure. But into the final 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And that will be it. South Africa win by 75 points. And I'll tell you, it is the 2 points that Poland picked up that will give them something at least. They didn't end on 0, Paddy. Have a look at the two teams now with their huddle. Does it even look like Poland have just gone down by 75 points?
And why should it all be about winning and losing always? It has to be about great participation as well. Well done, Poland. Well done. You enjoyed yourself on the match, and these are the boys from South Africa who were cheering for the girls as well. The support staff, the fans. I mean, it is packed right here. South Africa 78, Poland 2. What we have in store for you in the evening is 2 grand matches. One when the girls will be in action, and then when the boys will be in action versus Peru. 78-2 is what the scoreline suggests. When the game started, it was South Africa all the way. It was all about the diving touches. It was all about the great usage of the post. Run, fun, job well done, only for one team.
Tough luck to Poland. They would have learned so much from this game. Like we said, these 28 minutes felt like eternity for the Polish girls, but they hung in there and they gave it their all right till the very end. And lots of tags, good usage of the post, and the Wazir Funani coming into good effect. Excellent, good all-round team effort from the Proteas. And especially when they were defending and Poland were attacking, they made life really, really difficult. Mosia there getting that touch. A lot of those tags came right next to the post. They didn't really have to use the post. We got some skydives in the process as well. Look at that for effort, athleticism and commitment. 76 points, the margin for South Africa. Which means, Paddy, they've won 3 out of 3. And they only have the one game against Indonesia tomorrow. But they've practically confirmed their spot in the quarterfinals of South Africa.
Well, they have, no doubt about that. And they were a better side, not in terms of just the skill set, the fact that they ran better, the fact that they had better agility, but the fact of the fitness level. It all comes down to the fitness level. And that is evident and enough testimony onto the score sheet. 78-2 is what the scoreline suggests. India is going to be playing.
We've had so far, third day, Sri Lanka made light work of the United States in the men's division, and then Bhutan beating Germany in the women's. We saw New Zealand beating Peru once again in the women's division, and England beating Malaysia by 20 points in the men's. And most recently we saw South Africa beating Poland. by 76 points. What we do have lined up for you, we have Australia versus Kenya in a men's matchup, and then the highlights of the day. India versus Iran women's, India versus Peru men's, Priyanka Hinkley and the girls, Pratik Waiker and the boys will all be in action. They gave us proper entertainment yesterday. Expect nothing different when they turn up today as well. There they are, the girls. Magai Maji. Whoa, what an entertainer she is. She is an absolute live wire. Nasreen, she's got the dance moves as well. She spotted herself on the big screen, did Nasreen. Tejas and Tara, the mascots. Give it a little while. Paddy will be in the stands dancing just like him.
We're getting you images and pictures and moments from the massive wins, particularly the girls. Their win was more emphatic than the boys. Boys had a 30-point win, whereas the girls had a huge win, probably 3 times bigger than the boys. And then you need to enjoy every moment that comes your way. You can only touch the running water once, Snaps.
100%. And it's so nice to see the girls. Of course, we know what they do on the mat, but it's how they're enjoying themselves off the mat. Nasreen is quite the star. I think she likes the camera too. Yeah, she knows she's on the big screen. She rages like a bull. Look at Pratik Waiker. Oh boy, did he give us some moments to cherish. Aditya Ganpule. Paddy, run us through some of these moments. Gautam there.
Yeah, when you talk about Ram, solid. When you talk about the captain, I think the captain is the best defender in the world for me. He is just too good. He's good at attacking as well, but he's a better defender than an attacker. And you talk about the team effort now. Of course, I mean, there is no limit to what you can achieve, and nobody cares who gets the credit. Indian team, both men and women, they are that sort of team.
And it's only fair that we do call out the efforts of the Brazilian team yesterday as well. I think they put on a great show. India may have won by about 30 points, but that was in no way an indication of how good the Brazilians were. And the fact that they're so new to the sport, they gave plenty for the fans to cheer. This is just what we do have for you, but before that we have Australia versus Kenya. We're going to bring that first to you, and then we turn our attention to the 2 Indian games. As always, every single day, prime time, evening time, India women's and India men's will be in action. There they are. They will be poster girls. Who knows, in about 5 days from now, they will be world champions. That's what all of India will be hoping for, Paddy.
Absolutely, and the date is the 19th of January, 2025. We just hope, as fans, even the commentators have a heart, that India plays both the finals that day.
Oh yes, how about that? That'll be a spectacle on a Sunday evening. Give Monsho. She's a great attacker, and she's got the moves as well. That was one of the easiest points she will ever get Give Monsho. But I'll tell you, when the Proteas play a sport, no matter where they are, they will bring plenty of moves. They've got flair of their own. It was a tough 1 hour or so for the coach of Poland. But a great all-round performance from the Proteas, unbeaten for 3 matches. Like we said, we're going to bring you action from the Indian girls team very shortly, but for now we're going to go down to Ocean Sharma, who's all ready for the presentation.
What a game as South Africa women's team has solidified themselves on the quarter-final spot with an amazing one-sided victory. Now it's time to now present the awards and rewards of the said match between South Africa and Poland women's group. For the first award, I would like to invite Dr. Arun Tyagi, Principal and Director, Shaya Public School, to present the Best Attacker of the Match award, and the award goes to Mozia. As we saw an incredible feat when it comes down to getting those important points, as the team went for a good win. Next, I would like to invite Mr. Pankaj Singh, Hatida Marketing Group, to present the Best Defender of the Match award, and this award goes to Mazurek. As we saw, Poland was definitely slightly loose on the charts, but this was that one player that got all those points. Next up, may I ask Ajay Sid, morning show host from Radio Mirchi 98.3, to present the Player of the Match award. And this award goes to Londika, as we saw those important points coming up from this one individual, as she was one of the main roots for the team's win. Now there were some other matches as well happening simultaneously, so it's now time to present the awards of South Africa versus Argentina men's match that happened a couple of minutes back. And for the first award, I would like to invite Dr. Arun Tyagi again to present the Best Attacker of the Match award. And this award goes to Mariano Pascual from Argentina. All those amazing points that the team needed, he was ready, he was there, and Argentina is definitely one of the strongest teams in their own group. Next, I would like to invite Mr. Pankaj Singh to present Best Defender of the Match award for the said game, and this goes to Senzo Khoza from South Africa. If I remember correctly, yesterday as well, Senzo was the reason of his team's win, and today he shows the same capability once again. Next up, may I ask RJ Sid once again to present the Player of the Match award. And the Player of the Match award, it goes to Linda Mosina from South Africa. As we have seen the performance, we have seen the determination of the player. They are ready to get those amazing wins again and again. It is now time to present the awards of another match that happened recently, which was between Nepal and Sri Lanka. And so for the first award, I would like to invite Dr. Arun Tyagi once again to present the Best Attacker of the Match award. And this one goes to Manimati. Definitely a good soul, as the team got important attack points right from their pocket. Next, I would like to invite Mr. Pankaj Singh, Hatida Marketing Group, to present the Best Defender of the Match award. And the Best Defender of the Match award goes to Sura Singh from Sri Lanka. The points that were needed were definitely coming on, as the defenders were on their toes, and Sura Singh was one prime example. Next up, may I ask RJ Sid once again to present the Player of the Match award for the said game, and the Player of the Match award goes to Samjona BK. Definitely a performance that they will cherish for a long, long time, and these performances make a good mark in the tournament. That's it from the post-game presentation, but stick around as amazing matches are going to be on your way and the temperature is definitely rising. Thank you.